And the BVI will be more aware of its financial standing later this month when a team from the UK visits the territory to continue the discussion on whether or not the BVI will be able to continue managing its own financial affairs. According to Honourable Ronnie Skelton, later this month a team from the UK will be in the BVI to assess the territory's finances, which Minister Skelton said is a result of bad stewardship of the country's finances under the previous administration.
Madam Speaker, the state that the past government has left this country in. Britain is going to be here on the 23rd and 24th of this month to have discussion with us about our budget and whether or not they're going to allow us to approve it without their approval. And we didn't do that, Madam Speaker. We didn't do this. So, Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, it says the wall from the other side is across the board for all dependent territories. But, Madam Speaker, for the record, they're not doing it to the Falklands. They're not doing it to Bermuda. Madam Speaker, they're doing it to us because we were not good stewards of our financial resources. That's why they're doing it to us.
The proposal by the UK to pre-approve the territory's budget was opposed by Premier and Minister of Finance Dr. D. Orlando Smith and members of his government. And during a press conference following his return from last November's Overseas Territories Consultative Council meeting in London, the Premier revealed that he did not sign the fiscal framework document with the UK.
In that meeting, we discussed the major economic challenges facing the Virgin Islands. As you know, the territory has had to adhere to the borrowing guidelines. The framework for fiscal responsibility is an evolution of the borrowing guidelines. One of the elements in the fiscal framework is the requirement to send the budget to the United Kingdom 2 months prior to approval. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the United Kingdom government way of calling on the government of the Virgin Islands to commit to being more fiscally responsible. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not sign the document, nor did the United Kingdom government attempt to force us to sign it.
On December 9th last year, Deputy Director for the Overseas Territories Tim Colley met with members of the media along with His Excellency Governor Boyd McCleary, where the topic of discussion was the request for the submittal of the Virgin Islands budget to the UK. When asked whether or not the UK was going to honor the BVI's appeal to continue monitoring its own finances, Colley responded by stating that rather than saying yes or no, it is important to view the request as being in the best interest of the territory. Tim Colley will be among the representatives from the UK who will visit the territory later this month to discuss the way forward regarding the relationship between the UK and the BVI as it relates to the territory's finances.